And some people feel like this, I'm going to pay all these college debt off. This college that's going to get wiped away. They feel like that's a bullshit claim too. And I fuck with Bernie because I know he's really about that action. And he has been for years and years.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just come up out of nowhere saying, "Oh, I want to be a president now," like other people are. But
I
I
feel
don't know.
like
That's a big claim, man. That's not how capitalist nation work. And you know, not for nothing, but they charge us high interest rates on those school loans, and you're gonna kill a whole business because that is a business, and you're gonna tell a whole business they're not gonna do business anymore. Okay, so that business is gonna fund the ops for him getting elected, which is probably a significant amount of people. There's a lot of backdoor shit that's probably gonna happen.
But
Like, oh no, that's not happening.
but they won't. So they
Doesn't he have to
won't.
pass that? I mean, even if he did get elected, that's not some shit he could just say, okay, doesn't he have to pass these type
Yes,
of...
it has to.
Okay,
go,
so that means
it has
to
to
get
go through
approved,
legislation, it has to
and
get
all that
approved.
extra shit is going to happen. It's not going to let it rock.
Yes, but
So you can't make that promise because you can't guarantee that.
I think it's
But
a
you can
promise.
rile us behind your words.
But it's a promise that everybody would be on board for. And
I
this
am
is,
on board.
No, but
Even what I'm saying now, I'm right here.
but
I'm on board.
also everyone needs to be on board. It just can't be the people who support. And this is why, like, the reason it's so triggering. Like, yes, student loan debt is very triggering for millennials and everybody.
Everybody, though, who
But
has it.
what people fail to see, the people who like, oh, this is too good to be true. Just look. All they have to do is simply go to Google and type in student loan debt and say, or just type in America's highest debt. It is student loan debt.
Yeah.
But what you don't know is that all the loans from the private lenders are backed by the U.S. government. So when we default, the U.S. government still has to pay these lenders. So Great Lakes, Navia, and Sally Mae, they still have to pay for these loans. So what happened in Too Big to Fail? Everybody bunched up these loans. They back the loan, so then they're in a win-win. They don't give a fuck about if you default or not, because if you default, they still get paid.
Gonna get their bread.
They get paid
The
anyway.
government's gonna give them their bread.
So that is why it doesn't matter to them. So people need to understand that this is truly a crisis. It's just like the financial crisis, and everything trickles down. The reason why it's such a major debt or a major initiative is because banks aren't lending money. No, banks are lending money. People aren't going to get fucking loans. We are a lot financially smarter and financially literate than our parents were and people were before us. Why? Because we've been forced to be because of student loans. So if you have $100,000 worth of student loan debt over your head right now, you're not gonna go get a house at minimum that's gonna cost you $250,000. Because then now
They consider that shit too, by the way. That shit kills your debt to income ratio.
No, for sure. But at the same time, so let's say you get this house, you only make 80,000, or let's say combined if you do have a partner, let's say combined you're making 110. The amount of time it's going to take to pay off your student loans, to pay off your mortgage, like you're cash strapped. And people are not doing that. People were like, fuck it, I'm not going to buy a house. I'll sit and I'll do this. I'll sit and live in an apartment before I take another mortgage out. So then what's happening there is now the lenders aren't lending money. So they're not making any interest. So then now homes are sitting on the market longer. And then because of that, it trickles down. There's no money being lent. There's no money being paid back. And now it's killing the housing crisis. Once again, it just barely is making it out of a recession. So then now you got two fronts. You're like, fuck. What are we going to do? You need to free up this debt because at the end of the day, U.S. government's fucked. And if the U.S. government's fucked, we're fucked. No jobs. It all trickles down together. And that's why you need to do these things. That's why that is such a huge initiative. And for people just need to look it up and understand how it goes hand in hand. Because it's huge. When they were giving out all these fucking mortgages back when, and like for people who don't know, I encourage you to go watch. The Big Short is like the people friendly version. It's more digestible. So you can watch The Big Short, but then go watch Too Big to Fail. It was an HBO documentary. Well, like a reenactment. But it explained everything that went on during the housing crisis. So like, for instance,
everybody was getting a house.
We could have got a house out of Stony Brook.
They were just giving it out like hotcakes, like giving it out filthy. Yeah.
Like, oh, you have a job that pays $8.25 an hour. Okay, you can
You
get
got
approved. You can get approved for this $400,000 mortgage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's what they were doing, and it was bad. Like, and then you saw everybody foreclosing their home. I'm sure you saw people lose their jobs. I saw a ton of people lose their jobs. A ton of people lost their 401k. You're talking about crippling an economy and crippling people, everyday people. Because when that hit comes out, the politicians and everybody, they get hit last. We're the ones who get hit first, and that's why like you have to. Everybody should have some sort of financial literacy in their life and read articles every day because it impacts you. You don't have to be a financial wizard. You don't have
you
to
gotta
be.
be knowing what's going on with
You
your
just
own
have to be aware of markets, trends, because you gotta see. You gotta. It's just like preparing for a hurricane. You know it's coming, so you need to batten down the hatches.